Wentz. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wentz again. And this is Hurts with it, right side. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. On play action, Wentz gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is. But how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return will stop right around the 25. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Oh, he got possession on him, and he pulls it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. They set up the screen to Ajayi. Gets through and now an opening. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Come on now, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing is Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. An Eagle 1st down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. Wentz now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Brady. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He can run for it, and he will. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Hey. Go. 46 down, man. 5-4.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Trey 15.
On play action, it's Wentz. And an alley to run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the 1st.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll toss it to Ajayi. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a 2nd down. On play action, now Brady.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Brady, and a dump off to White. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Brady again. Allen has it, left side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. Brady rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Wentz now on 1st down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to Foxborough after this.
Sunday! Please, please!
On second down, here's Wentz. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Now Wentz on third down, and Jeffrey's got it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. An Eagle first down, Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Wentz now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Again, it's Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Come on now. Come on.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first is Wentz. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Ram.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out come the Patriots. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Brady now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Brady again here on second and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Brady to throw again. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. On play action, Wentz on the move to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And now Edelman. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Patriots offense now. They worked their way back onto the field. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
A battle for it here, and this will be caught. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Brady now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
Wait, 20!
On play action, it's Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Wait, 20! Wait, 20! 58, boy, 58, 58, come on. Go, go, go.
Here's Brady. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Trying to lay one up deep. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He was looking for Edelman there.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Working from the gun. Wentz looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Now,
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Run, run.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Run, run. Go. 120.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 more on that one and another first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Drops it off to Ajayi. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
Him in space. More times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Ertz over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 22. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And Brady's throw there. incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hey, Alabama.
On 2nd down, Michelle. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Just to find... Yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter.